Welcome back. All right, so for people who were watching the live stream on the Hockey Channel today, you would know I was watching the Super Bowl, paying really close attention to the halftime show and everything. But yeah, that was quite the game. I thought Kansas City was shooting themselves in the foot with how many times they were going to the run. It wasn't working. Like the run was not working, and I was getting frustrated with the fact that it was like, okay, they're expecting a run. If you guys could just throw, nope, nope, they're running. All right, and wrapped up and a gain of one. All right, so that didn't like I understand you have to establish the run. You have to make sure that the defense has to respect that you may be running the ball. There were a couple of times there where I thought they can't run it here because San Francisco is ready. They've got everybody up on the line, and there you go. I did think the Niners were going to win this. I thought the Niners were going to win this when they received the ball and they went down the field, but they could only get the field goal. And you give Patrick Mahomes a field and tell him, hey, you go to the other end of the field here, you win the Super Bowl, Mahomes is going to get you there. So we've had the discussion about Tom Brady on this channel before. Go back that far that I talked about Tom Brady and when the Patriots won their last Super Bowl, I talked about they got it again. You know, the Chiefs winning it back to back. Apparently, this is the first time since 2003 and 2004 when the Patriots did it, because of course that we've seen back to back champions. I think it's great. I do. I think this was an absolutely fantastic Super Bowl. I don't cheer for the Chiefs. I've got a Kansas City Scouts jersey on because I don't have a Chiefs jersey. I have numerous NFL jerseys. I do not have the Chiefs. I don't have the Niners either. So I was kind of nervous. Like if San Francisco wins, I'll have to get like an entertainment guy jersey. But Kansas City wins this. It was a comeback variety. And man, that game was just so good. Like it was so well coached, it was so well played right up until with 3 seconds left in overtime. Like this is just great football. You know, you saw injuries, you saw controversial plays. The penalties weren't bad. Like I didn't see anything in what I saw. I didn't see anything that I thought was egregious in terms of officiating. I thought it was funny to see people saying things about they're favoring the Chiefs because Taylor Swift. No, they've favored the Chiefs in previous seasons because Chiefs. I have watched it. I have watched where the officials will call pass interference and I'm like, "You sure about that?" And then they don't call it the other way and I'm like, "Huh. So maybe it's a Chiefs thing." That being said, I thought the officiating was good today. I thought that it was a really clean game. I thought they should have thrown to Kelsey more. Like I mean, it's gone viral. I've also saved the image to my computer of Kelsey yelling at Andy Reid. But I think Kelsey was kind of right. I think he should have been out on the field more. I think they should have thrown to him a little bit more than what they did. And even though they did, and they win the game, they win the Super Bowl. But yeah, this was a really good game. I think that the Niners are close, which can be the most frustrating thing to be in football. You have that one game. You don't have like a best of three, five, or seven like every other sport. So if you have an off day, like if this was a best of three, the Super Bowl was best of three. No doubt the Niners would win game two, and then we go to game three, and who knows? But yeah, the NFL will never do that. Um, Really entertaining game. I didn't take notes. Don't take notes when it comes to football. I did have a period there where I took notes during baseball games because I didn't have hockey, and I was starting to feel like I need to start taking some notes. So I took notes on hockey, not with football. I just the mental note of I thought that the play calling for the Niners I thought was actually better than it was for the Chiefs, but the Chiefs have Mahomes. He is so creative as a quarterback. He is so cool under pressure. When he throws that ball and it ends up being second and 14 because the receiver decides I'm going to run back to look for more room. That's not how it works in football. He just puts his hand to his helmet, and I thought, are they going to stop him here? No. They come back the next play. They get the yards back. They end up marching down the field, and they scored. So this really is a statement for how well built this team is. Best coach team maybe. I'm just saying maybe because I think the coaching on the San Francisco side was really good too. Just yeah, you give Mahomes a field and tell him, yeah, you get a touchdown here, it's over. I think of some of the greats. I think of Montana. I think of Elway, Manning, and Brady and quarterbacks. You don't want to be in that position where you're the opposition. You're sitting there. They've got the ball, and all they have to do is go down the field, and there's nothing you can do to stop them if you're a quarterback, receiver, or running back for the other team. So I do kind of feel bad for San Francisco. I think that they're close, but yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I'd be interested to know the thoughts of people who watched the whole game and what people thought of it. But I do think that having dynasties in sports makes it more interesting, and I think people pay more attention. And I think I'm willing to predict this. This will be the most watched Super Bowl in NFL history. This is ridiculous in terms of the amount of interest. Every account I followed on everything was talking about it. I think this Super Bowl is going to be the most watched ever, and it'll be hard to top that. That went to overtime, and I'm old enough to remember when Super Bowl Sunday the excitement was the halftime show and the commercials. The game itself wasn't necessarily very good. It was a blowout. Usually your NFC team blew out the AFC team. But that's not the case in today's game, and it's great. It's fantastic. And yeah, so again, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I can totally respect that they are the team right now. They're the team to beat, and they didn't get beat today. There were moments where I questioned, some of the play calls. I questioned when they did or didn't call timeouts. But when you win the Super Bowl, that all goes away. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through and you're like, hockey guy, what's he talking about football for? Yeah, I've watched football for as long as I've watched hockey. Going all the way back to when I became a San Diego Chargers fan way, way, way back in the day. But hey, great, absolutely fantastic Super Bowl, I think, today. I think that's the best Super Bowl I've watched. Just personally. But let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, as I said. And hey, thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.